So here's the deal. I didn't want to have to talk about this. I'm not a celebrity person whatsoever, but somebody out there with a condition that I share, though probably a different version of it, I haven't been able to confirm, has been saying a lot of problematic things, and a number of people are dismissing it as his mental health being the cause. And I need to talk about that. Hello everyone, my name of course is Artemage. I am your being of pure awesome, and I am pissed off. There is a former big rapper out there. I don't know where he stands presently in terms of activity or popularity or things like that, and I don't particularly care. I was never into his music or his activities or anything else. Everyone knows who I'm talking about if you're paying attention to things at all. And originally when I was conceiving of this video, I was going to go out and collect some clips and interlace them and show why I felt this needed to be talked about. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to be responsible for amplifying his voice at all. And he certainly doesn't need it from me, and I certainly wouldn't cause that much of an effect. But I might cause enough of an effect. I am not doing it. This individual has been known for at least, I want to say 6 years, possibly 8, to be afflicted with bipolar disorder. I believe it's type 1 based on behaviors. I don't have any documentation or other evidence saying it's type 1, but it's what I'm guessing at. Please note, I'm not a medical professional. I'm merely somebody with bipolar disorder type 2 and an interest in mental health, and this is my best educated guess. This man seems to be in the throes of a major manic episode and has been reinforced to believe in himself so much that he's incapable of looking at it as being an issue. And we've heard him say how he's been misdiagnosed with this condition. So it's hard to say if he even believes that it's possible for him to be incorrect. He bragged how he could say anti-Semitic things without it costing him financially. He has gone on right-wing figures' platforms and spread more of this bigotry, to the point of even saying that he loves and admires Nazis and Hitler. And there have been more than a number of people for quite a long while saying this is just a result of his being bipolar, which is a terrible phrase, by the way, and so you can't hold him accountable. Yes, you can. And I say that as somebody with bipolar disorder. I say that as someone who experiences stronger lows and is more accustomed to having to deal with those, and so is often caught off guard by his own high. Mental illness, chemical dependence, addiction, these things do not give you racist opinions. They do not give you bigoted opinions. They do not make you hate people who are homosexual or transgender or other marginalized groups whatsoever. This is something you have to come to other ways. I feel like I should have more to say, but I just honestly can't think of anything that would be pertinent that isn't just beating a dead horse. There is a case where I remember defending this man slightly, and it was in efforts of defending mental health. Around the time when this was relevant, Gord Downie was diagnosed with brain cancer and doing a farewell tour. This individual was also doing a performance tour and canceled some shows because of exhaustion or fatigue or something similar. I don't remember the exact wording. And a number of people were out there saying how this individual taking that time off, comparing it to Gord Downie touring despite brain cancer, and just holding it as an example of why they're certainly entitled and not putting in real effort or not good enough, etc., etc. The problem with that is a lot of us who struggle with mental illness often say we're tired when we mean other things, just because we don't want to get into it, you don't want to hear about it, we don't feel comfortable enough with who's asking. And so it's harder to come out and say I'm having trouble with this condition, and it's harder for people to understand that. You've all heard many of the reactions. So I said to these people who are making that comparison, all you're doing is further stigmatizing mental health. Don't do it. I don't care what reasons you think you're doing it for. because the end result is it stigmatizes those of us with mental illness. That's as far as I've ever defended this man, and as far as I ever would. The key point to this video is mental illness does not create bigotry. That's it. Full stop right there. Mental illness does not create bigotry.